Hello and welcome to this week's episode. And to whom music concerns, I want to these are my favourite covers, if not the best covers ever. So yeah, first of all, Grace Jones. I talk about her quite a lot, I'm not going to lie. I talk about her a lot. And I will talk about her twice in this one episode because she covers La Vie en Rose. Dear Lord, that's one of the coolest ones ever. Because it's not the first time I ever heard it, but I got Island Life on vinyl like quite a few months ago. I think it was like 2 months ago, and the first time I heard it was on vinyl. And I was like, how long is this intro? Like, how how long is this intro? Is this even La Vie en Rose? Is there going to be any lyrics? But it won't be much of a cover if there wasn't any lyrics. But it was a very long intro, and it's all in French, and I kind of really loved that because it's a very Grace Jones thing to do, to actually sing it all in French, you know, rather than do it in English. So I love that for her. So there's La Vie en Rose, and then there's Nightclubbing, her cover from, by the way, if no one knows who the original of La Vie en Roses is, Edith Piaf. Anyway, there's Nightclubbing. There's going to be a lot of Iggy Pop in this, by the way, just saying. No offence to Iggy Pop, because these are just really good covers. Anyway, so there's Nightclubbing by Nightclubbing by Iggy Pop, and then she covers that, and then just Nightclubbing, just so cool. So cool. You know what, right? My favourite covers are when the cover sounds nothing like the original, and then they make it into their own perception of what the song could be like. Like if it's like a jazzy one and then they make it into a heavy one. It doesn't need to be heavy, but like with loads of guitars and stuff, and then they make it into their own thing, which I love. I love it when people do those types of covers. And then so as well, All Along the Watchtower, the song that Jimi Hendrix covered by Iggy Pop as well. And so me going on about how Beggin' who did the original? It was like the Four Seasons. And then the one that Maneskin did. Because that's nothing like the original. That's why I love that one. It's really cool. But the one that Madcon did was like, it was too similar, but it was a bit funky. It was quite cool, but it was way too similar. And then it's like, what's the point? Like, what is the point of doing it, you know? But anyway, these are only, I'm just going to get into my favourite ones now. So obviously those ones are great ones. I wouldn't be mentioning them if they weren't. But anyway, so obviously Amy Winehouse's cover of Valerie by Mark Ronson. Dear Lord, really good. I'm quite glad that she managed to make the song known as much as it has been, because it is a very, very good song. But yeah, I do love that song. the one by Mark Ronson and her, but Amy Winehouse's one is better. But this is my whole point, like, if the song is better or not. But anyway, basically, I really like Happiness is a Warm Gun by the Breeders that they covered by the Beatles. I love that cover. Happiness is a Warm Gun. Yeah. Happiness is a Warm Gun, that's a very good one. Like Someone in Love, Bjork's cover of Jimi Van Heusen. That's a very good cover. I love the harp. Like, I just love it. It's so good. It just captures it. That's all I need to say on that. And then getting into the top 3, there's California Dreamin', the one that the Mamas and the Papas covered by Joan and Michelle Phillips. Well, no, Jesus Christ, John and Michelle Phillips. God, I'm tripping, dude. Anyway, California Dreamin', then Summer Breeze. The Isley Brothers cover of the Seals and Crofts song, Summer Breeze. That, surprise, surprise, it always reminds me of that time of the year where you go on holiday, and then when you go to see your family, you know, because I live really far away from all my family, and it just reminds me of summer, and I really like summer. Anyway, so I love that, plus basically everything that the Isley Brothers have done. No offence, there shouldn't be any offence, but all they do are covers. But dear Lord have mercy, their covers are good. Also, Ernie Isley is such a good guitar player. Like, no wonder Jimi Hendrix has learned everything he knew from that man. Seriously, he did. They lived with each other for a few... I think they were like roommates before Jimi Hendrix became famous, and then he learned most of what he knew from him. So, there you go. Surprise, surprise, that Ernie Isley can literally play the guitar behind his back with his teeth. It's actually insane. Oh my god. The Isley Brothers live is incredible. Incredible. The best thing. Anyway, so last, but finally not least, Jeff Buckley's cover of Lilac Wine, originally sung by James Shelton. What can I say? And before, not that anyone will, because they have no reason to, say, oh, why not Nina Simone's one? I'm sorry. Have you heard Nina Simone's one? Nina Simone's one is like it's like depressing. It's like Jeff Buckley is emotional and sad, but Nina Simone is just depressing. But no, nothing against her or anything. Not that I've met her, but you know, I just prefer Jeff Buckley's one because it's literally in my top 3 favourite songs of all time. And he did that song justice. It's so beautiful. It's one of the best covers I've ever heard in my life. So yeah, those are my favourite covers, and probably some of the best covers that you'll ever hear. And yeah, I might make this into a part 2 if I think of any more. But yeah, yeah. So there's that. So have a good week. Have a good year. I hope you've had a good week since the last time I told you to. And yeah, hope you agreed with a few covers. Hope you kind of agreed, which is literally what I just said. But well. Anyway, yeah, goodbye.